for Carlton.
Oh, I feel like you're nervous over there talking about the Blues.
I'll tell you what. We talked about this in the first episode of AFL today. The lid is off when it comes to Carlton because everyone's like, oh, geez, they're going to be so good. As a Carlton supporter, I have my qualms and queries about this team. Most revolve around the simple fact of like, okay, are we good? Or was last year just like, we finally put it together. The defense actually reigned supreme in the second half of the season. But does that continue? It's like, it's weird. Jack Martin came into the team against Essendon halfway through the season, turned the season around.
I think I yelled about it for 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. Like, that's cool. Great. But can Harry Mackay just stop sailing balls into the arrow? That's all I want. Just kick the goal. Just kick.
But he can't. He
just kick straight.
Actually can't.
He could be the big factor. If he just kicks even just slightly more accurate, then yeah, you could win a few more games. We'll have to see if he can do that though.
Last year they go 13-9.
Yep.
Obviously losing the prelim.
Let's add in they literally fell over the line in both of those finals due to their opposition kicking 10 goals 87.
Yep. But at the same time,
held strong to get a lead at least though. Yeah.
But it's also you got to give yourself like a little bit of credit for sticking tough.
Yeah.
In
the
games
past,
like that,
Carlton would just fall apart. So
this is the equal sixth oldest with an average of 24.8 years. 12th most experienced in terms of games though. So I think that's a lot loaded in terms of the age towards like the Dohertys and stuff like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
You've got George Hewitt and stuff like this. I've talked about this when it comes to Carlton. There's a lot of depth, and that's why they were like Paddy Dow, Zach Fisher. That's fine. We'll see you.
Yeah.
I do still think moving on from both could be a problem because you bring in Elijah Hollands. You're like, all right, let's get the Holland boys back together. It's like, okay, can he stay healthy? Can Orazio Fantasia, can he stay healthy? It's like, I don't know, man.
I don't know, yeah.
So,
and Hewitt, there's a lot of guys that
I've actually sort of landed on with the 13-9. I've gone back and forth on this a lot. I think there's a lot of inconsistency with this Carlton team. I think they'll stay, like as long as they stay healthy, as long as Mackay and Curnow are healthy, as long as Cripps is healthy. We've already got question marks around Walsh however.
That's a big question mark, yeah.
I don't know. It's hard because I've got one sim where I've gone over.
Okay.
At 15-8. I've got another one where they've gone, the 13 and...
So under,
13 and whatever. So is it 13 and 10? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh, it's hard. Yeah. It's tough.
It is hard.
But I'm a Carlton supporter. So I always have like a little bit of a pessimistic bent. You know this, gentlemen. How do you feel? Come on, talk me through it.
What do you got, Alex?
Make me feel good.
Well, let's see if he's going to make it.
So the thing is, with Carlton at their best, they're obviously very, very good. And I can see them winning somewhere up to 15 to 16 games.
Yeah.
It's Carlton. You could very easily win 9 games because the forward line just doesn't work like it did in that middle period of the year where was it 7 games in a row you lost and you're losing to horrendous teams. It could very easily happen again because too many cooks in the kitchen, but the way that you finished off last year when Charlie finally got his act together and Jack Martin nipping around, I feel like this is the year for the Flaggers if they're going to do anything.
Yep. I'm going to go over. I think it might only be just over, like you mentioned, but I think the horrible start you had last year, even if you just get a few more wins in that start period and you finish strong again, I think you're going to go well over. So 13 wins last year. If they just start a little bit better, which they should because they...
No, it's don't lose 7.
Don't lose 7. I don't think they are going to do that. They're a bit more experienced. They have a bit more belief. I feel like Carlton, obviously, for a long time...
All right, this is too much.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get to say anything at all, but anyway, you can say whatever you want. Yeah. All right. All good. Carlton over.
Righto.